Hey guys, we're talking about tree diagrams, and we have a little bit of a weird video today because this won't take too long. A tree diagram is a graphical way of showing all the possible outcomes of a probability experiment. And I want to show just a couple of quick examples, and I'll let you guys work on your own on this, and we'll talk in class about it as well. A tree diagram can be shown by almost looking like a tree, or sometimes people call it a set of roots. It looks like roots sometimes. But if I were to ask you, what are the possible outcomes of a roll of dice? You could tell me that there's a chance that you can roll a 1, or a 2, or a 3, or a 4, or a 5, or 6, and those are the possible ways of showing a roll of dice. What if I asked you to show me a roll of 2 dice? So I'm going to move that down here and show that. So what about 2 dice? This might look a little different. So give me a minute. I'm going to write this out for you. I'm not going to narrate it. I'm just going to show it for now. And I'm going to stop right there, and I'm just going to say that everything is going to fall out the same way. You can see how this tree diagram is starting to branch out quite nicely. We see that in our first roll of the dice, which you see right here as your first branches, your primary branches, that would be your first roll of dice. So if I rolled 1 die and I got a 5, you can see that that would be one of my branches. Now if I were to roll a second die and I would have rolled a 1, let me change this to 3 so it's a little easier to see. But if I roll a 3 and then I roll a 1, you would see that there is a chance that I can roll a 3 and a 1. If I were to follow these out, or at least branch these out, let me zoom this out a little bit so you can see it. You can see how there is a chance that I can roll the 3, and if I roll the 1, I can see my branch out here. So here's my 3, here's my 1. Now if I count up all these branches, that would tell me all of the possible outcomes of rolling 2 dice. And it might take me a while to count these up, so I'm gonna do a little short math for you. There are 6 here, 6 here, 6, 6, 6, and 6. That's 6 times 6. That's 36 possible outcomes. If there are 36 possible outcomes, how many possible outcomes are there where you roll a 3 and then a 1? Well, that's easy. I can see that if I roll my 3 and I roll my 1, that only happens once here. So that's going to be this probability right here, the probability of rolling a 3 and a 1. That's going to be, and you can't see that, that's going to be 1 out of 36. So tree diagrams are good for showing probability, and they're good for showing all the combinations that can make a set of possible outcomes. And that's all I wanted to show. We're going to do a little more of this in class, but I just want to give you a quick introduction to it. Hope you guys have a great day.